Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the lecture of class 11th, today I will teach you the Argand plane and the polar representation of the complex number. Okay, I will do how to represent a complex number in the polar form. Okay, so today my topic is Argand plane, Argand plane and polar representation presentation of complex number. So how to represent the complex number in the polar form? First of all, we have to do the Argand plane. How the number is represent on the Argand plane, and what is Argand plane? First of all, I will tell you what is the definition of Argand plane. What is Argand plane? The plane on which we represent a complex number. We represent a complex number. Represent a complex number geometrically. Complex number geometrically is called Argand plane or complex plane, that is known as Argand plane or complex plane. What is the meaning of representation? Let us suppose this is known as Argand plane or complex plane, right? What is the meaning of definition? Definition says that let us suppose we have x plus any complex number, that is x plus iota y. When I represent it on any plane, let us suppose this is a point P, x, y. In the real place there is a x, in the imaginary place there is a y. So when we represent these two numbers x and y on a plane, that plane is called a Argand plane. Okay, so we have to represent the complex numbers, real and imaginary part on this plane. That plane is called Argand plane. So let us suppose this is O, this is P. We have to join this like this. There is, let us suppose there is a perpendicular M. This is a perpendicular. Okay, so what is the value for M? That is x. And what is the value for Pm? That is y. Right? And this OP make any angle, that is make an angle that is theta, which is known as, that moves in a anti-clockwise sense. The OP makes the angle theta with the positive direction of x-axis in a anti-clockwise sense, that is called the amplitude or argument. Okay, so come to the introduction. First of all, introduction. What is theta? Theta OP makes with positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise sense. Therefore, the angle theta is called amplitude or argument of z. Okay, if the unique value of theta such that theta lies between minus pi to pi is called the principal value or principal argument of theta. theta. This is a way how to represent a complex number on the Argand plane and what is theta. Now come to the modulus and value of theta. How we can find the value of theta and modulus? Modulus is represented by this r. R is z mod. How we can find out? By using, okay, come to the, in a triangle, right angle triangle. Right angle triangle is given, that is OPOM. With the help of POM, we can easily find out theta and modulus. Okay. So first of all, in triangle POM. In triangle POM. POM, that is OP whole square is equals to Pythagoras theorem, PM square plus OM square. What is the value of PM? That is y square plus x square. This is OP square. When I want to take value of OP, that is x square plus y square. Yes, z equals to x plus iota y. It is x plus iota y. When I take, this is equals to OP, that is represented by z of mod. Mod z, that is r. R is modulus, that will equals to z mod, that will equals to OP. This is OP, that will equals to real whole square plus imaginary parts whole square. So this is the formula for finding the modulus. Now come to theta. Why I talk about the modulus and theta? Because r and theta, we need r and theta for the polar form. Okay, so we have modulus formula. Now come to theta. How we can find theta? That tan, if I want to find theta, that is equals to PM perpendicular upon base, PM upon OM, right? Tan theta is equals to PM's value is y upon x. Okay. Now theta, we have to check the value of theta in this place. That is, we have to find tan inverse. You should take y upon x in the modulus form, because we have to take the acute angle. That's why you have to take the modulus values, and we will take, this will equals to tan inverse imaginary upon real. So this is the formula for finding theta. Actually the theta, it is not necessary that the OP lies in the first quadrant only. It may be lies in second, it may be lies in third, it may be lies in fourth. Only to find theta we have some formulas. That's why we have taken it as alpha. So alpha tan inverse imaginary upon real. We will find theta by using alpha. So I will convert this theta into alpha. Okay, it is in first quadrant, that's why the both are same. That's why I will take both are same. Okay, now talk about that quadrants. How the theta how we can find theta when they are in different quadrants. Come to that values. Now come to the different angles when it lies in different areas in quadrant 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So come to that 4 quadrants. I will talk about the 4 quadrants or 4 different complex numbers. How to find theta? First is, let us suppose z equals to x plus iota y. That means both the points are positive and it lies in the first quadrant like this. There is theta and alpha. Alpha is here. In this case, theta and alpha both are equal. This is alpha, theta is equals to alpha, because both are same if it lies in first quadrant like this, p, x, y. Come to the second, when z equals to x minus iota y, that means x is positive. I will talk about the second quadrant. Second quadrant, x is negative and y is positive. I will negative, then y is positive. The second quadrant told that there is, this is p, that is minus x and y. This is p and there is alpha here. but we need to find theta. This is theta. How we can find this pi minus alpha? So theta has a value pi minus alpha. In this way we can find. Now third, z. When z is negative x, negative iota y. So that means it lies in third quadrant. This time, this is third quadrant P, negative x and negative y. So this is alpha. So how we can find alpha here? We have two methods to find alpha. First is minus pi minus alpha, and the second one is pi plus alpha. That means theta is equals to negative pi minus alpha, or theta is equals to pi plus alpha. Maximum time we will use the first angle. Maximum time we will use the first angle. Now come to the z when both minus x minus iota y. This means x is positive and y is negative. It lies in fourth quadrant like this. That means here alpha is there. So in this case we have to find alpha. Theta is equals to minus alpha because it is the opposite direction. In opposite direction we need to find anti-clockwise direction. This is anti-clock. So this is a reversible direction. That's why we have taken negative. In this way there is a negative sign, or theta can be found out by 2 pi minus alpha. So this is the way to find out the different angle. Now come to the polar representation. Polar form. What is polar form? How to represent a number into the polar form? Polar form is z. If we have x plus iota y, that is z. We have to convert it into the polar form. That will equals to r cos theta plus iota sin theta. For this theta we need these four quadrants in which the complex number lies. I will take the formula of that quadrant to find the principal value. Okay, so this is the formula for finding the complex number. This is the formula. This is known as modulus and this is known as argument or principal value. Okay, so we will take the principal value or arguments if it lies between minus pi to pi. To come to the questions, I will do the questions for the concept will not be understood if the questions are not there, if it is not explained by using examples. So I will do the example for all of you. We have two questions. First is find the modulus and argument. Question number first, find the modulus and argument of argument of 1 plus root 3 iota. So how we can solve? Solution, for taking solution, z is equals to 1 plus root 3 iota. I will take mod z, that is real square plus imaginary whole square. Square and root will cancel. Root 3 or 1/4, that will equals to 2. Now come to the value of alpha, that is tan inverse imaginary upon real. Is it right? Tan inverse. What is the value of imaginary part? That is root 3 upon 1. Where tan is root 3, that is at 60 degree. This is at 60 degree. I will convert it into the radian form. Radian form, we will discuss about the radian form in the trigonometric function. After completing this chapter, I will start trigonometric function. So in this trigonometric function, we will always take this is a degree form, that is radian form. I will take always the pi by 3. How we will take it as pi by 3? Pi means 180. Divide by 3, after cancellation we get 60. So that means you have to take it into the radian form. So radian form is pi by 3. So I will take pi by 3. This is alpha. Okay, pi by 3. And now check. Alpha z lies in first quadrant. That means this implies theta is equals to alpha. That means pi by 3. So this is principal value, that means argument, and this is modulus. That means this is R is modulus. So we have to find modulus and amplitude. So this is the way to solve. Come to the second question, in which we have to find the polar form. How to find polar form? We have to find the polar form by using same concept, but at the last we have to put the values there. Okay. The question is, find, convert into polar form. Question is convert into polar form. Question is given as 2 root 3 minus 2 iota. So how we can solve it? Taking solution, z is equals to 2 root 3 minus 2 iota. First of all find z mod, that is under root of 2 root 3 whole square plus minus 2 square, that will equals to 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12 plus 2 2s are 4, 4 root 2 16, that will equals to 4. Okay, now come to the alpha. Alpha is tan inverse imaginary upon real. So what is the value of imaginary part? Tan inverse imaginary part is negative 2 upon 2 root 3. This 2 and 2 will cancel, we get tan inverse. This modulus convert the negative value into the positive one. So here we have value, tan's value is 1 by root 3, that is at 60 not 30 degree, at 30 degree. So how we can convert 30 into pi by 6? That means pi means 180 divided by 6, that is equals to 30. So we will choose this value to finding the to write the angles. So that is pi by 6. Now come to the pole. For polar form we have to check on which quadrant it will lie. Thus this z lies in which quadrant? X is positive, y is negative. So there are x is positive and y is negative, that is fourth quadrant. So z lies in fourth quadrant. So in the fourth quadrant the theta is equals to minus alpha. So theta is equals to minus pi by 6. Right? Now put the value. The polar form is z equals to r for cos theta. First of all write the formula, r cos theta plus iota sin theta. I will just put the value r, that is the 4 value, that have 4 value. Cos, take the second, negative pi by 6 plus iota sin negative pi by 6. So this is the polar form. This is the polar form of z. So this is the way to find the polar form. These questions are very easy. If the fraction is given, you have to rationalize and do the same concept of finding the polar form. If the modulus and argument is told to you, so you have to find the first of argument, then modulus and argument, same as this. Okay, so do many more questions like this. Thank you.